I just tell my story. You know, I write the things that only I can say. Nobody else can tell the stories that I tell because they true to me. They true to where I come from and the people I grew up around. So it's only a story that can be written by Joseph.
Yeah, let's get to it. I say a prayer and I get to it. If it's a problem, we get to it. Never know how we get to it. I took an L, had to get to it. I overcame what I've been through. If it's a problem, we get to it. Never know how we get to it. Let's get to it.
Jay, what has it been like for you watching E-Man like go from, you know what I'm saying, all the way up,
Man,
man?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been proud of him since, you know how he was saying, like, he wanted us to be proud of him. I just can't show it to him.
Yeah.
Because I want him to still be hungry. You know what I mean? So I've been proud of him since, bro, I started in 3rd grade. And I was like, we're going to the NBA.
You knew in the 3rd grade?
3rd grade. So remember, we were playing with the swoosh.
Yeah.
And you remember Wes Grandstaff?
Yeah, of course.
Wes Grandstaff had Team Texas, and he asked, Coach Lowry, can Emmanuel come play with me for this weekend? And mind you, I had never really watched him play like that. And so, but they needed somebody to go with him. I think I was like 7th grade maybe. So my mom was like, you gotta go with him. So I went to go watch him play. And I'm watching him, bro. He's in 3rd grade, and I'm like, why they look like they in 1st grade and he looked like he in 8th grade? And I'm not just talking about height, bro. I'm talking about the way he playing the game.
Yeah.
And I was like, he going to the NBA. That was my first time ever thinking he going to the NBA.
In 3rd grade.
And I was proud of him then.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been proud just watching the journey for him and seeing him accomplish everything that he's accomplished. Like I say, he sucks sometimes, like when you say about what people write about. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know where he comes from. And he got such a different personality that he don't want to be out in the forefront.
Trying to explain himself.
I don't think they like that. I don't think they like that. So they're gonna try to poke holes at what they don't understand. So, but yeah, I've been proud of him since 3rd grade.
That's fine, bro. I didn't know that. We won't post that part.
I had a dream. I woke up feeling victorious, trying to get cake for my team. Back in the city, everything good, everything great. We lit it. This is a mission. This is a moment. I hear you talking, you ain't really with it. You wanna smoke? Now we on go. My mind on the cash, my foot on the throat. I love the your love. I'm in love with the feeling. I love the your love.
We here. We back with another episode, Joseph Live, and we got a super special guest, man. Not even a guest, just family for real. We got the legendary Emmanuel Mudiay. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you having me.
Come on, bro.
And you the legend. You the legend.
Stop it, bro. They don't know.
Yeah.
They only think I rap now. They don't know I got busy. But nah, bro. This is phenomenal for so many reasons. This is something I've been wanting to do. Is just sit and have a fire conversation and tell not just your story, but your brother's story, your mother's story, cause y'all have such a unique story that's beyond inspiring, and I got a front row seat to watch how it kind of played out and still playing out. So, bro, tell me a little bit about your beginnings and where y'all come from.
Man. So I was born. We all three was born in Kinshasa in Africa, in Congo, and our father passed away when we was young. All of us at different ages. For me, it was 2. I'm the youngest of the 3. Steph's the oldest, John Michael's the middle, and I'm the youngest. So yeah, my mom, she ended up getting up and moving. She felt like God was leading her to come to America, so she ended up coming to America, and she actually left us there for I think a year and a half. So we was without our mother for like a year and a half, and that made Steph kind of step into that role of he had to grow up faster than he wanted, so he had to go into fatherhood really early, to be honest. So she came to America, landed here in Texas, in Arlington, lived with her sister, and we ended up following her after that. We left obviously because Africa was dangerous at the time, and she just wanted a better future for us. So like I said, she knew that God was telling her to leave, and she came over here, and that's kind of how it started before we all picked up a basketball.
Yeah, how old was Steph when he had to step into
Steph
that
had
role?
to be, I think, probably like 12, 13, around there.
Oh,
Yeah, he was about 13.
like that's
Because when we got here, he started 8th grade at TA.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, at TA Howard.
Oh man, I didn't know that he was that old when
Yeah.
wow, bro.
No, it's actually funny because him and John, English was not there. You know what I mean? Like
Jay, so you
fresh
was
off
you
first
was
language.
in you 5th grade? What?
Yeah.
I didn't know y'all were that old when y'all got here.
Yeah, I was starting first. Well, yeah, first,
Wow.
second, yep. So that's how it ended up. So yeah, it was like you was conscious of what was going on for sure.
Yeah.
And John started in 5th grade, 6th, 5th grade, and then Steph started in 8th grade.
Wow, bro. So making that transition, like what was the like your feeling? Like what do you remember feeling like? Okay, we going to America, or was it
Yeah.
like, hold on,
It's
we going
actually-
to America? Like, what was it?
I mean, for me, I was younger. For them, they'll probably have a different perspective. But for me, it was like, let's say, we land, obviously, probably DFW airport, but I'm thinking like 15 miles down the road is like New York. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm in Texas, but I'm not thinking that it's different states.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So for me, it was a shock, but we was just more tired. I remember the first day because it's a long flight, and honestly, we haven't seen our mom for like a year and a half. So I was happy to see my mom.
Y'all traveled alone, or did she
traveled
come
with
back?
my grandmother.
Okay.
My grandmother brought us. We stayed kind of with family when she was gone, with my dad's parents, and so yeah, man, it was definitely tough without her. But when we got to see her here, it was kind of funny because she tells the story that when we first seen her, it was kind of like she was expecting more of a like, oh mom, but it was kind of we were just like we was relearning her mother, I guess, in a way because you haven't seen her so long.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's kind of how it happened.
Man, that's heavy, bro. Because I know there's like different. You have like the Democratic of Congo.
Which we were the Democratic Republic
Okay,
of
what's the
Congo.
difference between the two?
I'm not gonna lie, I really couldn't even tell you two. John would tell the yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're the capital.
Okay.
No, Kinshasa. No, it's two different Congos.
Gotcha. Okay. There we go. The colonizers came through. Okay, for sure. Nah, that makes sense, bro. So from there, where did and my mind is really blown because I didn't realize y'all were that old when y'all got here. But when did y'all pick up the ball? Did y'all pick up the ball over there, or was it like football?
Yeah,
Like
it definitely
what
I think it was more football. But Steph, he was always into basketball.
Okay.
Now the thing back home is you don't have the right teaching though. You know what I mean? So it's like you're learning as you're watching, probably on TV. You're not really learning like coaches. That's one thing that I'm trying to do now. Obviously, that's a later topic, but yeah. So he ended up. We came here. There was a lady by the name of Lori Gardner, and she had a son named Chris Gardner, and they were Steph's age. So they saw Steph was tall, obviously, and Steph played at TA Howard. But you know what I mean? Like he didn't know no
How bad
rules.
was he?
Yeah, he was bad. He was bad. Steph was bad, man, and that's why I always give Steph some grace because he learned he got better as the time went. But if he would have came, let's say around my age, I think he'd be in the NBA too. You know what I mean? Like he was very talented.
So yeah, bro. When did y'all pick up the ball?
Yeah, like so my brother, like I said, Lori Gardner, she picked is Kyron and Kyron Preston, I think they was and Preston Davis. Kyron Store Preston Davis playing with Steph, and they ended up with like, yo, you should come to our, AU team. So they ended up going to Swoosh. So when they went to Swoosh, that's kind of the story about it all, because John ended up playing with a younger team, and then I used to just be over there with them, running around, being in the way. I was like 5 or 6 at the time. And then she was like, you know what? You get in trouble too much, we're gonna put you in we're gonna get you a team as well. So that's how I started.
Wait, hold on. They made a team just because you was acting.
Yeah, I just used to I wanted to run on the court, shoot at half, when you shoot at halftime, I wanted to stay on the court and stuff like that. And that's kind of how it started.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, that's crazy. I remember the first time seeing Steph, seeing him hoop. For one, he was like the tallest out of everybody at the time, and it was like, hold on, bro, like where did they even find one of him at? You know what I'm saying? And so, knowing that he came over here in 8th grade and to get better that fast, to be able to go somewhere on scholarship is insane, bro. Insane. What did that do for you watching him develop?
Yeah, no, I always say like my brothers are like they're like my heroes personally. Like those are the people that I looked up to, especially in the sport. And it's always funny because I always give a little. Steph was the more like, skilled one, skillful one. And a lot of people didn't get to see that because they always play him at the five and stuff like that. But you saw a little bit of it probably in the summertime. And then John was more of like the dog, the athletic one, what I mean, dunking on everybody and stuff like that. And so I kind of mix both of those games into mine, honestly. I didn't think I was gonna be as athletic as John, but he's still the most athletic in the family. But I was like, if I can get close to that, I'll be all right. So I ended up getting pretty close. So
Yeah, now pre ACL, J Mike was a monster. That first ACL. When did you tear it?
Sophomore year and then senior year. Yeah.
You tore it twice?
He only had 2 years of high school.
That's insane. I forgot all. See, you should have transferred with us. See, I tried to tell you. Nah, but I remember the first time, obviously seeing Steph when he was playing with the swoosh, but then like coming across J Mike, I tell you about our love hate relationship.
Yeah.
It started out as hate,
Yeah.
more on my end than on his.
Yeah.
He probably cared nothing about who I was, but in 8th grade in MISD, it was like 3 8th graders that everybody was like. It was me at Wester, J Mike at Howard, and what was his brother name? David
David Miller.
David Miller at Worley.
Can't even tell you who that is.
Nah, he could hoop though. He
Yeah.
could hoop back there, but I just remember I was closer with the Summit dudes because of
Yeah.
Daniel and Chris and
Yeah.
everybody, Kareem and all
Yeah.
them. And I just like had this hate for bro for no reason. I didn't even know bro.
Competitive nature though.
Probably so, but I was like, I wanted to be the, you know what I'm saying? And everybody would always compare. Meant to me, they would. I don't know if they did it to you, but they would always be like, "Man, Jay Mike, he'll give you that." I'm like, whoever this dude is, like, because I didn't get to play him in middle school, but whoever he
y'all
is,
didn't get to.
nah, bro, I had failed.
Oh,
So I had to sit out the first couple weeks.
Ah,
You know, you gotta sit out the first 3 weeks or whatever.
yeah.
So I missed when we played Howard. But speaking of, bro, our conference back then had pros in it, bro. Like we played Duncanville's, the
Yeah.
Cedar Hills.
We came.
Oh yeah, you
they did that.
yeah, bro.
I
Like,
went to Howard too, yeah. So they
yeah,
kept that
bro.
going.
We played Julian Washburn, Jameson. Remember Jameson? Jameson, Oliver at Cedar Hill. Yeah, that was.
Y'all played people that did something with basketball.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, and football. Like it was crazy. But so bro, when you I remember meeting you for the first time and I gave you a nickname. You remember what I called you? You don't remember? I used to call you the truth.
Okay.
Now he the truth, he the truth. Cause you was like a 7th grader just hooping at all the runs with all of us, and you was like, you just be dominating dudes. Like I remember, I'm like, man, what in the world? Like, what are y'all doing with this? Like, how? And so to watch, your development, like just go from where it went. What do you think kind of put your battery in the back to really be like, I'm gonna take this as far as I can? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people can just throw that on you, and obviously you watching your brothers hoop too. But like for you as the younger brother, what were you looking at ball at?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lifeline to me, to be honest with you. My mother, that obviously people have heard that before, but she was like the motivation behind it all, just because she couldn't watch me a lot. Like she couldn't watch all of us a lot sometimes because she had to work. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I want her to see us play. I don't want her going to work. You know what I mean? So she was the motivation behind it all. But I also knew like, I wanted to make for the family. I think that's what pushed me harder than anything. Just seeing what she sacrificed and seeing what even my brother sacrificed for me. I always say, I mean, I wouldn't say they're living through me, but in a way, I feel like they're living through me because their dream as well was to be a professional basketball player. You get what I'm saying? So anytime you pick up a ball, everybody has that dream. If I can go to the NBA or I can play professionally, I'm gonna do that.
Right.
And I think that's what still to this day kind of still motivates me. I wouldn't say it's like trying to impress them, but it's like make them proud is what I would say.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, I love that, bro. So let's go to high school, bro. Like everything is starting to heat up. Obviously, you was ranked as a middle schooler too. What was your rank?
So no, that's not how
You wasn't ranked as a middle school?
I got ranked, I think freshman year. Freshman year. So
Wow.
nah, I'm serious. So I was known locally, like in Texas, but then I went to a camp called Fab Frost. And at that camp, you had in my class, you had the Theo Pinsons, Jaleel Oakford, the Devin Bookers, the D'Angelo Russells, Kelly Oubre's, like, all them guys, Justice Winslow, just to name a few, but it was Tyler Ewis, all those guys was there. And they all kind of knew each other because they've been to camps together. So they was ranked and stuff like that. So when I came in at the time, it was funny. He's my guy now, Theo Pinson. He lives here and everything. So Theo was like the mark for me, like, because he was the number one player in the country. Mind you, I'm not even ranked at all. So I don't even know how that stuff works. So Theo, the number one player in the country, and then my brothers at the house, at Rush Creek, at the apartments, they used to be like, man, E, you suck, bro. Like, you're not even you're not even nice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I used to get mad at it. Like, I remember going to my mom, like, man, they don't love me. Like, they telling me I suck, blah, blah, blah. But in hindsight, obviously they was trying to motivate me to get to where I could get. And so when I went to Fab Frost, I didn't care who was the only person. I was like, where is Theo Pinson? Like, that's the only person, because they showed me videos of him. It's like, look, he the best player in your class. He playing with John Wall. You know what I mean? He playing up.
He went to Holy Cross?
No, he played I don't know, but he was playing like AAU. He was playing up with them, AAU and stuff like that. And they were showing me videos, him dunking and stuff like that. I'm like, dang, I'm looking at him like, it's dude nice, like, you know what I mean? And I'm comparing myself and I'm like, man, I gotta get to that point. But in my head, I was like, man, I know I could play at that level.
Yeah.
So when I got to Fab Frost, I was like, "Where's Theo?" Like, that's the only person I cared about, and I finally got to match up with Theo, and game went well. And then I came out being the MVP of that whole camp. So when I got the MVP of the whole camp, it's like the top prospect. That's when my name kind of was solidified.
Yeah. What did the work look like for you at that age? Like what was your, obviously we was just talking off cam about just hooping for the love of the game, going outside, getting runs in like wherever. But what did your, what did the work look like back then?
Yeah, no, you guys helped a lot too because I was playing anywhere I could play. And they was making me like open gyms, they were making me play with y'all, even if it was outside. I was playing with y'all. We talked about that, just trying to find anywhere I can play. And playing when you play with older guys that's talented and good like y'all, you're gonna get better eventually. Like at first, I'm making mistakes, I'm getting frustrated, but obviously the days stack up. So that's where the work came. And then obviously I got to give credit also to a guy named Rob McQuaid. He helped me a lot with my skill set tremendously. And I was blessed also with, knowing the game, thinking the game. And a lot of it's like God given talent, but at the same time, it's like you got to put in the work too. So anywhere I can play, I was trying to play. YMCA, sneaking into Lifetime,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Hey,
Like
bro, them Lifetime
them
runs back
Lifetime
then.
runs
Them Lifetime, bro, we had a camera on them Lifetime runs back then.
I feel like the stories we tell now, people think it's fake, but it's not. It's true. It's reality.
Couldn't imagine.
I don't even hype up the stories like that. So I know from what I remember, like I was looking at y'all like, man, you guys was like to me, you couldn't tell me none of y'all was going to y'all wasn't going to the you know what I mean? Like that's how I used to look at everybody like, man, this dude cold, he could make it, he can make it. And that's how I was looking at it. And I was like, man, if I can hang with them, I'll give myself a chance.
Yeah, nah, them Lifetime runs, bro. When that Lifetime first opened up, bro, the runs we would have up there.
People don't. I don't know if you remember Mylan. You remember Mylan?
Yeah,
Man,
come on, bro.
Mylan's still hooping right now. So me and we talk about that all the time. Like I remember seeing him. He had the dreads and everything. I get on him about that. Like he was going out there killing over there too. So it's like them like to me, he was a legend to me. And but Mylan's Mylan. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, dang.
That was a good time, bro. That was a good time for like, for the love of the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, everybody was in pursuit of something, but like, bro, we'd be there three times a day, bro. During the summer, like you might go early morning, get your workout in, your skills, and then you come back. Like you go home, you come back at You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes we walked from Rush Creek to Lifetime, bro.
However we got to get up there, bro.
J Mike almost got banned a few times just from sneaking in, though.
Off the buddy pass.
Through the back, man. Oh man, that's
yeah, bro. That's crazy. I mean, homies met their wives at their lifetimes. Like that was a great
It's
time,
a great
bro.
place for sure.
Man, bro, like for the love of the game.
And that's in the
bro.
middle of like Summit, Timberview, like everybody, like y'all played each other during the season, but y'all also played each other during like the, you know what I mean, open gyms basically all the time up there. So yeah.
Yeah. Nah, that's great, bro. So in high school,
Mm.
you touched down, you decided to go to Grace Prep. How was that? Because you come into a Grace Prep that, you know, y'all got Jelon Hornby, who was my teammate at Team Review. You got Isaiah. Jamal Branch had just came up from Houston. Like, what was that like? And what influenced your decision to choose to come here?
Yeah, man, I wanted to go to Summit. My heart was at Summit.
Because that was like
I was
since a
like,
baby. Yeah, since a
I
baby.
saw my brothers go there. I was like, man, I'm going there. And I kind of already had it like,
Man, it's funny because in 8th grade, I was playing the little summer league games with Summit. So it's like I'm already preparing myself, like this is where I'm going. And then kind of like that summer, my mom was like, hey, you gonna go to Grace Prep? I was like, nah. I was like, I do not want to go there. And, you know, I mean, she just saw that there was a better future. Shout out to Mike Powers, too. Mike Powers used to come and he used to be like, man, you should look into Grace Prep. And I was like, all right, like we looked into it. At first, I didn't want to do it for sure, but then, yeah, coming here was definitely, to me, a culture shock. It was a culture shock because it's just different from what I knew. But the basketball's a universal language, so like it was not easy, but it made me feel a little bit more comfortable. But the names that you named at that time, they were high-level names, you get what I'm saying? So I knew I was going to come in and had to earn my stripes. But in my head, I was like, I'm better than all y'all.
What was the practices like?
Man, me and Isaiah hated each other.
Stop.
Me and Isaiah hated each other. But Isaiah, to this day, man, me and him are like this now.
Yeah.
But like, we fought every day. And I was a freshman, and they was like, "Yo, you gotta work your way up." Blah, blah. I was like, "Nah, like I'm ready now." You know what I'm saying? But I was in my mind though. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn. But they helped my game tremendously, especially Jamal, bro. Jamal cooked me every day, bro.
Man, he was such a tough guard, bro.
Every day he was killing me until probably state championship run. By that time is when I was like, I kind of figured stuff out. And it's actually crazy because Jelon also, he was a junior at that time, but he was starting to blow up. And he was dominant as well. So the team was stacked, and then we found a way. We had some egos, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was good for us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I caught you like the same way you had or you came in with them is how Jelon came in with me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Brandon Pye. And he was the same way. He came in, he just knew like he had it, and he did. Once he learned the pace of the game, it was like the talent gonna take you over the top from there, bro. So what was that run like with y'all? Did y'all won state, right?
Yeah, we won state my freshman year at Grace, and it's actually crazy because Isaiah didn't get to play the championship game because like it was something happened with the game before that. They ejected him. They suspended him for the state championship game, so he didn't get to play.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. Yeah, and then they just lost the year before to L.J. Rose and them.
What school was he at? I think he was at he went at a public school?
Westbury Christian, I think in Houston. I think it's Westbury Christian. L.J. he went over there, and then. So in the state championship game, Jelon fouled out and Jamal fouled out.
Oh my God!
And so I was a freshman at the time, but I just felt like, man, I felt like I was ready for the moment.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things like you don't want them you don't want to see that, but it's like if it happens, like all right, I got it, I'm ready. And I remember like Coach Ray drew up a play. I'm 14 years old. It was my birthday actually, so I just turned 15. Coach Ray drew up a play. And I was just like, I said, nah, like, just give me the ball. Like, I was just like, nah.
Yeah.
And after that, it's kind of like, story was over. Like, you know what I mean? That I wrote my own story from there, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. So my question is on Cam, you know, I feel like our 2010 Lakers team is one of the greatest teams that people don't know about.
Yeah, I get you that.
It's because we were like 2 years too early before the cameras, so it was no like we can't even find a state championship game.
Oh, that's
nowhere,
crazy.
bro, between us and Yanks. We can't find it nowhere.
That's
So
crazy.
how would y'all, if we matched up y'all's 2010, 2011 team versus our 09, 2010 team?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all might get the 2010-11 though, because we didn't have enough size.
Who y'all had?
Y'all had Mike and y'all had Bo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't had nobody for like, yeah, we ain't had nobody for Bo or Mike. We had Isaiah for probably like Mike, whoever you put him on.
Yeah.
But that other big we probably ain't have. Now guard play.
Who played for? Or did y'all start?
Jelon played the 4.
Stop lying.
Yeah, Jelon.
played
But we didn't play traditional like offense. He guarded the 4.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, bro. Now that next year, we got y'all.
Who's on the team the next year?
The next year is me, Jelon, Isaiah, Jordan Mickey.
Oh, I forgot he came.
Jordan. That's where. Yeah,
Okay.
That's where.
Okay.
That year I put up against anybody.
Yeah.
That's the year. My freshman year, y'all probably get us because we ain't have enough. But that next year, yeah, we was.
I forgot y'all had Jordan Mickey came.
We ended up being like number 2 in the country that year.
Yeah.
That's a Jordan Mickey boy.
What was it like being on that circuit? For one, in school, but what AAU team did you play with at the time? Or you was playing with a couple teams?
Yeah, I played with family first. Coach Ray always wanted to keep us together, so we all played with family first my freshman year.
Okay.
And then that was Jelon and Isaiah's last AAU run. You know, as a junior, that's your last run. So he wanted us to play together. We had a decent summer though.
What circuit were y'all on?
Adidas.
Okay.
Adidas. So because Isaiah, he was an Adidas guy. So you know what I mean?
From the get,
that man was getting packages every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was definitely we was playing, and I was playing nuts. So I'm playing at the time like Rodney Purvis, that was a big name. You playing Andre Drummond. To me, slow-mo was Kyle Anderson. People don't know how good he was in high school, man. That dude was a problem. So I played a lot of real good talent as a youngin'. So it helped me.
So where's your mindset at this time? Because obviously, the landscape of like youth sports, basketball is changing. There's cameras everywhere now. Obviously, the Thanksgiving Hoop Fest was kind of like the first tournament to really be like cameras everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, and there's this, y'all are starting to be able to get this global popularity earlier than anybody was in the past. Like, where's your mind out in the midst of all of those things that's going on?
I'm gonna keep it real. Coach Ray, he didn't let us even focus on that. He would let us know every day we nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like we all on like grind mode still. Like, I think all of us were still on that because we knew our end goal was make it out. I think so. If anything, it pushed me personally. It pushed me even harder because I was like, oh, this is what it's like. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me try to get it all. Like, that's how I was looking at it. And I saw what it was doing for me and doing it for what it was doing for my family, give just opportunities, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that, for me, it was just staying locked in. And I'm gonna keep it real. Every time I stepped out there, I was like, man, I gotta prove myself. Like, I didn't care who I was playing. And I was a hunter. Like, this day, I'm still a hunter. So like, AAU, you asked me who I played with AAU. So if I saw, if I saw Jaleel Okafor playing over here, I'm going to that tournament. If I saw Devin Booker's in this tournament, I'm going to that tournament. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to go play these guys. I want to see who's who. And that's how I approached it.
Yeah, that's good, bro. Do you think that comes from the house? Like having to compete against your brothers all the time?
For sure, because
a lot of people don't have that mentality, even at the highest level and things. They don't have that mentality.
Nah, they definitely instilled that. I remember one game, I don't even know if he remember this. I felt like I beat John one game outside at the cage.
In the cage.
And then, like, for some reason, he manipulated the rule to where, like, you didn't
Yeah,
win.
facts,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't win. And that, to me, it's still, I never told you this story, actually. Yeah, that's what's crazy. I don't know what, maybe that's the Holy Spirit telling me something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, that just reminded me just how much I was like, nah, bro. Like, to me, they were the stand. Like, if I can beat them, I got a chance against anybody. Like I said, that's how I looked at it in everything. Like, if I can get, and even if I can get them to like say, all right, you did good today. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, I was always craving that in a way. Like, I want my brother's respect more so than I want the outsider's respect.
That's good, and that's a hard person to respect to win
Nah,
over
man,
too.
you ain't getting nothing from him like that. People, man.
Yeah, bro. So now, everything is turned up. You starting the recruitment is starting to happen. What was that process like? Because I know you got to watch it. So you got to watch Steph go through it. You got to watch J. Mike go through it. Like,
Yeah.
and now you going through it. What is that like for you?
Yeah, it was definitely shoot, it was crazy, but it was also like, I didn't have to deal with it as much because I threw everything on Steph. Steph was the person that was like, all right, he's taking all the calls. He's the person that's like in charge of all this that's going on.
They protected you.
Exactly. And then so it's like I can just focus on ball.
Love that.
And then I just make sure, if a coach called, I'll be like, yo, just call my brother. Because, my mom, she was a foreign lady, so she don't know too much about the game. So Steph, he being the first one that went through the recruitment process a little bit, so he kind of understood what was going on. And he was the one who was like kind of in charge of all that. So for me, if I'm being honest, in my head, I was like, man, I wanted to go to Texas. That was my dream school.
Really?
I was going to commit to Texas my freshman year. That's where I wanted to go, hands down. I remember growing up at Rush Creek, like, my mom be like, go check the mailbox. And I always say, like, all right, I'm going to go see if my Texas letter's in here. And I was like 10 years old. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just talking like that. I was going to commit my freshman year. Mike called me. He was just like, man, you should probably look at it. Because he was going through so much at the time. You remember he got suspended and all that too.
Yeah.
So he was just like, man, look at another school. And then I was like, all right, cool. And then at that time, the wave was Kentucky. So, you know what I mean, John Wall coming through. And Tyreek went to Memphis. And then
He was the last one at Memphis.
Yeah, Cal went to Kentucky, and then John started coming. Like, all these guys started coming. And then I was like, you know what, man? Like, I was like, forget it, like a list. Like, in my head, I was like, man, I'm going to Kentucky. Like, that's how I was thinking. And what's funny is, like, Coach Cal came to the house on a home visit.
To Rush Creek?
No.
Oh, I'm about to say, bro, that's so legendary.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I wish they had that.
In Rush Creek, we had Coach Cal.
Yeah, so
Rush
when
Creek.
he came, because you're talking about recruiting, so when he came, I was like, I told him straight up, I was like, I really enjoy y'all school. He was like, man, you can commit right now. We just keep it on the hush, on the low. And I was like, man, just not yet, because that's when Larry Brown finally came to SMU. And to this day, that's my guy. Like, me and Coach Brown,
that's so interesting.
Man, that's that is, but I can call, when I call him, we talk on the phone for at least an hour.
So, okay. Because Larry Brown is obviously one of the greatest basketball minds ever. Known most for coaching AI. And known to be like a hard-nosed coach.
Yes.
What was that process like when he started recruiting you? Because obviously Jay went there first.
Yeah.
What was that like? Was it because Jay went that you wanted to go? Or?
I wanted to go with my brother to school, obviously. So I remember, like, I was pushing the narrative to Coach Brown, like, yo, man, like, look at, like, if y'all can get my brother, like, you know what I mean, like, then I really, like, be with, like, that was like the done factor. And for Coach Brown, though, he's in Dallas, bro. So my school is 15 minutes away from him. He's at my practice every single day, bro. Coach Cal can't be at practice every single day. So he learned me as a person, and he learned what, because I used to, like, be a crash out a little bit. So you know what I mean? Like, he learned my tics. He learned, like, stuff to, like, how to, not control me, but how to, like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, mentally, he just knew me.
Yeah.
And after that, I was just like, man, it's a no-brainer, bro. Like, and then on top of that, back then, when you transferred, you had to sit out a year. So I used to go to their practices, and I saw the team that I would be playing with, and which wasn't the team that I was playing at the time. They had like 4 transfers that came in that had to sit out that year.
Just because of him.
Just because of him. So when I saw that, I was like,
pre-portal.
Oh, exactly. So when I saw that, I was like, oh no, this is gonna be a good team. And that's kind of how I made that decision.
Yeah, no, that's fine, bro. Cause I remember when that news came down, like I was telling you, I got mad at your brother again for going to SMU, but cause I loved the campus, I loved everything about that school. But and when I heard about you possibly going and obviously joining Keith, who was already there, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a and it's gonna be turned up because y'all from the city. Like it's gonna be a movie. But obviously, you made a historical decision. It was Brandon Jennings and then you.
Yeah, right.
Like you decided to go from high school to the pros, bro. Like for one, I remember looking back, and this is like with a city perspective, everybody being like, man, E-Man going straight to the pros. Like, why are you going straight to the pros? Like, that's crazy. We got one from like, who really did it, who made it to like just a professional level. What was that like for you and that decision-making process to like?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's a deeper story, but to give you like the short answer, that kind of is, so my school, which I went to Prime Prep at the time, we didn't really talk about that, but that was Deion Sanders' school.
Yeah.
I went to Prime, but they were questioning would my stuff be credited and stuff like that. We was trying to figure out if the school had like real credits, because they had NCAA coming there all the time, and ACT and stuff like that. So we found out that like I was good to go. Like, so that checked out. But then all of a sudden they started saying like, oh, you taking money, this and that. Mind you, I'm telling you, this is I didn't take no bread from the school. Like, never took no bread from school. My family never took bread from the school. Now I don't know who did that was attached to me or whatever. So maybe they linked it back to that person. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So word came out that I was gonna miss like the first 18 games of the season. So, you know, if you going one and done, that's basically your whole. That's your
75% of the season.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's where you make your mark at the first few games.
Yeah.
And you kind of ride that wave. So once that happened, I was like, nah, man, I'm not gonna do that. And then obviously China and Under Armour came with life-changing, money to change my family's life, and I was like, man, I'm not going to school. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's how that happened, man. And I just looked at like we said in the beginning, I was like, man, whatever I gotta do to get to retire my mom. Yeah, I don't want her going to work. That decision was kind of easier for me.
Yeah. Like, how did it feel? Because that's a lot to have to do and process as a 17, 18-year-old kid. Is like, I'm gonna move across the world, and now I got this influx of money coming to me. What was your mental like in that space? Like, how were you processing all of that, bro? Because that's a lot. That's a lot going on in that little bit of time.
No, for sure it is. But I'm blessed, man, because I got my mother, like I said, my brother. So. And anybody that knows me can tell you, my brother can say, I'm never a guy that and I've been like that since I was young, I'm never a guy that gets too high, gets too low. Yeah, I'm just always like focused at the task that I'm in right now. So when in my head, I'm like, man, I'm going to China. I'm getting a championship. Like, that's how I'm thinking.
And you went crazy over there.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm about to go there. I'm about to hoop, because I knew, the team knew and I knew, look, I'm only here for like 6 months. And with them 6 months, let's maximize, because I'm entering my name in the draft. Like, regardless of what happens, I'm going back, getting my name in the draft. So I was focused, locked in. Obviously, it was a culture shock, but not as much, because I already went through that culture shock of moving from Africa to America. So it wasn't that hard for me. Like, my mom always says, like, wherever you are, wherever you plant your feet, you know what I mean, God's with you. So I was like, all right, God's with me. I'm good. I'm going to be all right. And like I said, basketball makes everything easier once you focus on that. So it wasn't, the only thing that was tough to adjust to was the food.
I can't. You know what I mean? Chicken don't taste like that.
Man, I say this all the time. I ate Panda Express for like 3 weeks before I left, but then when I got there, it was not Panda Express, bro. So that's kind of how I say it, but that's the only thing that it was tough to adjust to. But it was cool, bro. Like, I got hurt out there, so the time slowed down for me. So when I got hurt, like, I was like, dang, man, I feel like it's dragging, but I couldn't go back home.
Yeah.
I can't go back, I could have, but I wouldn't have been doing nothing here.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me stay, rehab, did what I did, and then I came back.
Yeah, what was the love like out there? Like,
crazy. They coming to you, rubbing your skin. Some people ain't never seen black people over there, so they rubbing I'm serious, bro. Like, when you get it, they trying to figure out, is you real? So
that's crazy.
Yeah, the love. It was cool, man. I still get love from there till this day. They still want me to come back at times. So it's like, It was, and they love basketball, bro. They love basketball.
How was the gameplay?
Kind of a little bit like NBA style.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just free, like, you know what I mean? A lot of pick and rolls, up and down. Definitely different than like Europe, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fire, bro. I just remember watching, being like, you know, for one, you getting a shoe deal, which was like,
Yeah.
bro got a shoe deal, like we from the same place,
Yeah.
like we got a shoe deal,
Right.
like, you know, I'm always paying attention to everybody around me and seeing what they doing and being inspired by that. So like, you know what I'm saying? Because shoes mattered, bro.
Right,
like
right.
it wasn't nothing like that feeling, like of when you start getting free stuff, because you like, bro, I literally earned
That's
this
a
free
fact.
stuff, and so
That's
it's
a
like
fact.
to work all the way up and you like to have a shoe contract, bro. Like that's What was that process like?
Nah, it definitely was a blessing, man. And I signed with Under Armour. I was with them for, I believe, like 6 years. So, you know, they had my own little PEs. It was cool, man. It was cool to see. I saw some kids with my shoes. I saw, you know what I mean, like stuff like that. It's definitely an appreciation to it. And it's like, dang, like I said, once you see stuff like that, a lot of people can relax. But for me, it was like, man, let me figure out a way to keep these things going. Yeah. So
Yeah. How did that? Because I remember the Nike Summit. You get to represent your country.
Yep.
Like playing with the world team. As you were elevating, what was it like? You know, being able to represent your country in those times with Nike Hoop Summit, or you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you went back during any of those times, but what was that like?
Back home?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I went. I just got back home. I was there in August, but I always try to go back as much as I can, just because that's my real roots. You get what I'm saying? So I always try to show love to where I was raised, where I come from. It's a different mentality that we have, bro. So coming here, it's like an appreciation of life, because there's a lot of people back home that don't get that opportunity. Yeah. So every time I can represent them, I'm gonna represent them.
Yeah, and we got that mentality. We're gonna put a pin in, like, once we get towards like that middle part of your NBA career. But like, so now you heading into the draft, bro.
Yep.
All the hoopla, you got NBA, like you're everywhere. You're on ESPN, projected top 10, like all the stuff, bro. Like New York City, like all the stuff, bro. What is that like? Going through that because that's the goal.
Yeah, Jay,
like
bro,
you said, bro. That's everybody's goal.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like for me, I don't even remember all that stuff like that, because
It's a blur.
It is, because you're doing so much at that time. You're moving around. And I understand now when old heads be like, man, take it in, like take all this stuff in, right? Yeah. Because it's like the draft, though, to me personally, and I know I'm bringing my mom up a lot, but like it was more so like, this is your day. This is not my day. This is your day. This is your day. Because like to me, like, okay, we got the money was secured at that point, because I signed the contract with Under Armour and China. So I was like, okay, I'm not stressing over bread. So it's like, I'm not really looking, obviously you want to be the highest pick you can be, but I'm not really looking at like the bread factor of it. But I've also just was like, I want her to be happy. I want my brothers to be like happy. Like, this is y'all's moment as much as it is mine, but it's really y'all's moment. I don't like spotlight, to be honest with you, bro.
I don't. Which
yeah.
we're gonna get to that.
Yeah,
too.
I don't like spotlight. Yeah. So so I was more happy for moms than anything.
Yeah, but hearing your name called, bro.
Yeah.
And wait. Before we even get to that, let's talk pre-draft workouts. Yeah. Did you do any?
No, I did 4, and there was the first 4 teams. The first one was Minnesota. Second one was LA. Third one was Philly. Fourth one was New York.
Where did you want to go?
I wanted to go to LA.
Yeah.
Because Kobe was there. I said I wanted to go to LA. But I was cool with also Philly, because Joel was there, Embiid.
Where's he from?
He's from Cameroon.
Okay, Cameroon.
So Joel was there, so I knew Joel a little bit also. So I was like, okay, if I can get those 2, I'll be cool. I didn't work out for Denver.
Joel.
Yeah, and he was hurt. So man, the draft kind of, when D'Angelo went 2, it kind of like threw everything.
So it wasn't expected that D'Angelo would go 2? Who went 1 in your draft?
Carl Anthony Towns.
Oh, Cat was.
Cat,
are you 2014 or 2015? 15 draft. Okay.
Cat was secured. Everybody knew he was going 1. So like, unless something crazy would happen, but everybody was kind of like, from like 2 to like 5, those was like in a way, not wide open, but it was like my name was getting thrown at too. Jaleel Okafor was getting thrown at too.
That's who I remember. That's who I thought was gonna end up going too. Was Jaleel
We
Okafor.
all did. I had him pinned down. Like if I don't go, he goes. Because Philly told me they'll draft me at 3. Like they promised me that. But the thing is, they just found out like a couple days before the draft that Joel wasn't gonna be able to play because he hurt his foot again. So he was gonna miss. You remember he missed his first 2 years.
Yeah.
So when that happened, they was panicking. They was like, oh my God, like he might never play. Like, he might never play because he can't get healthy.
Yeah. They
So
thought Greg Oden type situation. Yeah, I remember.
Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how. I never worked out for Denver, bro. Never did an interview for Denver. When I got drafted to there, that was my first time stepping foot.
Was George Karl still the coach?
No.
Oh, okay.
Mike Malone came in the same year I came in.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So what was that like going to Denver? Hearing your name called?
Yeah, hearing my name called was definitely like, wow, like this is crazy. Obviously, you getting drafted, lottery. I mean, it's a blessing. And then it starts that next day, bro. Like you on the flight. That you woke up like at 6 a.m, caught a flight to Colorado.
Who all went with you?
My family.
Everybody went?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mom, my brothers, they all went.
Okay.
And my agents. So we went, and then when we was there, I did a press conference. After the press conference, it's kind of show you around. I had a decision to make. They was like, do you want to go back home and then come back for summer league, or do you want to stay until summer league? And I was like, man, I'm gonna stay. Like I want to get used to everything that's here. So yeah, because I've never been to Colorado. So I was just learning, man, and yeah, that's kind of how it went.
Yeah, that's fine, bro. Welcome to the league moment.
Man,
what was the one that was like, and don't do the one that everybody expects. Give me somebody that's like people wouldn't even think was like, bro, this dude was a problem.
I mean, but every time I say this person, it shocks people. But for me, he's a name though. But for me, it was Tony Parker.
Oh, TP.
Man,
I model so much in my game after Tony
He
Parker.
gave me 20 and 10 in the first half.
How fast was he? Because I feel like the cameras don't really do it justice on how fast he was.
And I feel like I didn't even get, so he was fast, but I got the later him.
Yeah, you got the older
So that's
Tony
why I'm
Parker,
like, I can only imagine how it was. And so that team, like LaMarcus Aldridge was there, Kawhi was there, Manu was there. This is the year 2 years after they just won the championship. So it's like I'm getting that championship type team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this dude is the way they play, bro. I was like, how do you figure this out?
Yeah.
Like, how do you figure
Pop
this
on the sideline.
Man. And then I'm telling you, bro, in my mind, I was like, obviously, the minute you see them again, I was like, I'm gonna see him again at some point, bro. This is my rookie year. So I got me one at towards the end of the year. Like that was kind of our last game. I got 20 myself. I was like, nah, I remember that. But he's the person that like showed me, nah, this is a different level.
How was it adjusting to the gameplay, game speed, flow of the game, like learning all of those things? And you got a new coach, Mike Malone's first year, like all this stuff. How was that adjusting?
Man, it was different, man. It was tough because that's when I'm gonna go back. One thing, I don't regret not going to college, but one thing I think that would have helped me a lot is learning with Larry Brown, like being under him every single day and where he can correct my mistakes as it's happening.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Because you didn't have that.
I didn't have that in China.
Okay.
So like, I think that would have definitely helped me a lot. But the speed of the game, you gotta like if you don't play, you're not gonna understand. So like you gotta play, you gotta make your mistakes and stuff like that. My coach, Mike Malone was a tough coach, obviously. So the way he's an old school type guy and stuff like that. So the speed was different, but I found my stride like later on in that season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's fine, bro. Who was some of your teammates at the time?
Me, Jokic.
What year did he get drafted?
Me and him came in. He got drafted the year before me, but we came in the same year.
Oh, because he stayed back.
He stayed back.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And bro, me and him played Nike Hoop Summit together too.
Okay, so you was familiar.
Okay,
so they was like.
I called home. I told J Mike and Steph. I said, bro, I found the next Dirk. And at that time, he could pass. He was passing, but he was more so showing like his offensive skill. I was like, bro, I found the next Dirk, and they was like, nah, bro, nah. So the stuff that we're seeing now, it ain't. To me, I was seeing that because, bro, I'm a big believer in who you are as a youngin, like if it's permitted, you're gonna translate the same way.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? Like you just gotta get that opportunity.
100%.
So like your game is gonna be your game, bro. It just
100%.
gotta be the opportunity gotta show itself.
Yeah.
So like I was like the opportunity showed itself for him, and then he ran with it. You get what I'm saying? So now the triple doubles, it's crazy.
That's some wild
yeah,
stuff. That's
but
some wild
but
stuff.
I'm not surprised at his success.
Yeah. So what was your time like there? Obviously, like, what'd you do? 2 years?
I did 3 in
Three?
Denver. Mhm.
3? What was that like? Was that was the extent of your contract, or
No,
was it short?
that was my whole rookie contract is 4 years.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a little rocky. It was a little rocky. But I learned a lot. And like I said, man, one thing about the NBA that people will learn is just like it's all opportunities, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever you can. Like I'll give you a quick example. Like Devin Booker, for example, he got it's not about what you get drafted, it's about where you go.
Yeah.
And for him, like my game didn't fit the Denver style of play, I guess you can say. Yeah. So it was different, but I learned a lot.
Yeah, we were just talking about it off camera. Like, I think you're the first ever player that I've had to say, like, you're a generation or 2 generations too soon, like ahead of your time or behind your time, I guess. Like, cause you are literally the last of a dying breed and like a true point guard. Like, we just watched Chris Paul get X'd out the league. That, you know, a legend, the point guard, you know, and he was the last of that. There's no more of that type of point guard, and you of that same type of, you know, cut from that same type of cloth, bro. So you head to New York next, right?
I head to New York.
How were you excited to go to?
I was, bro. I love New York. Yeah, I was happy.
Who was on your team in New York? And your coach?
My coach, when I got traded there was Jeff Hornacek.
Hornacek.
Yeah, but he ended up getting fired that year. But then I had like my teammates was Michael Beasley was on my team. Dang man, that team. Porzingis was on that team, but he didn't play. He was hurt that year. Trey Burke was on my team. It was some good talent on the team, bro.
Yeah.
But then the next year, they brought in David Fisdale, and he was like
David Fisdale from Miami?
Yeah, he was at Miami. Yeah.
So I met when Braun and Bosh and them was about to go to Miami. Chris Bosh came. He was working out at Lancaster.
Okay.
And so that was how I got to meet him, and he put us all through a workout, and we worked out with Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I don't know if I'm really, I was like, I don't know.
And he come from that. If you come from that Pat Riley tree, bro, you gon'
that jungle. It was him and Spo. They was there,
Yeah.
and the workout, and that's when I knew that it was levels. Watching Chris Bosh go through a drill and not miss a shot, bro. I'm like, hold on, bro. Whoa. Like, I didn't know we was getting down like this. Like,
but I thrive with organizational players like that, like or coaches like that, because it don't allow you to quit. That's why I love New York too, because every day you wake up, it's on. Like it don't matter what your record is, it don't matter who you playing. Like the fan, you in the garden, bro. So it's like you allow. I remember one game we was playing. I think it was like Christmas Day. Like I made like 2 turnovers in a row, and then the gym was quiet. And then you just hear in the crowd somebody like, Mudiay, don't start that shit. Like, you know, like, it's like, don't start. And I was like, nah, he right. I was like, he's right. Like, in my head, I'm like, nah, I got you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but some other, like Denver, Utah, you're not hearing stuff like that.
Did them lights burn brighter? Like
in New York?
In the garden?
Yeah. And it just makes you know, like, I can't have an off night tonight. Even if you go with the mentality like this one, I can't sleep. You know what I mean? I got to be awake at all times, bro.
Yeah. So mentally, now you going through the business of basketball, bro. You've already made your first transition. Like, how are you managing that? How's the family managing? Because that's a lot, bro. You go from Denver all the way to, that's a whole different type of lifestyle. Like, everything has just changed.
Yeah.
What was that transition like?
Nah, it's definitely from Denver to New York, it's just different in general. And what's funny, I always used to say, like, man, I could never live in New York, but after playing there, it's like, I can see why people love, like, New York, you know what I mean? So, but my family always was good on the off-the-court stuff, you know what I mean? Like Steph, John, my mom, I always, like, made sure they handled, like, a lot of the off the court issues, or not even issues, whatever's going on. Like, I mean, and they also would tell me like, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that. So it helped me just focus. And I was still young at the time, bro. I was still like early 20s. So like now,
Have you turned 30 yet?
I'm gonna turn 30
God dang.
on Thursday. Yeah.
On Thursday?
Yeah. I'll be 30 on Thursday.
That's crazy, bro. Happy birthday.
Thank you, bro. But yeah, so but I feel like I'm 40. Like, I feel like I'm older, obviously. But yeah, they always been there for me, and my support system's pretty good, bro.
Yeah, no, that's and I think that's something, especially these kids nowadays, should take into account. It's the importance of having like a good support system, bro. It's so many with the NIL stuff, bro. It's so many sharks in the water that we couldn't even fathom. You know what I'm saying? It's people like, bro, it's people doing recruiting services for middle schoolers.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Like, nobody's offering you a middle school, bro. Who?
It's sad, bro, because I don't like what's going on, because they not even teaching the game. So if you're not teaching the game, that's why. And I'm like, I don't even care if I get in trouble. But like the NBA right now, it's a product of what's coming up, bro.
100%.
So like, it's not necessarily IQ. The IQ has died, bro.
Yeah.
So the IQ, like we talked about earlier, the talent might be there, but if you can't think the game, it looks crazy.
And
bro.
by the way, this isn't just basketball IQ. This is IQ as a whole.
As a human.
No, literally. No, I promise. They just issued, like, the Department of Education just issued like a state of emergency.
That's
because for the
crazy.
first time since organized education, like the late 1800s, that the IQ has dropped.
That's sick.
Like, usually every generation gets a little bit smarter with access to education, access to technology. This is the first time. Like, Gen Zers are like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not just a basketball thing. It's like as a whole. But obviously the previous generations are, you know, in a sense, a little bit responsible for some of that. And obviously we can't track. We didn't know what highlights would do.
No.
To, like, nobody knew what Baller's life would turn into as far as like, oh, this is going to keep kids from watching full games now. Nobody's going to watch a full game to study how to actually play.
I've seen people watch a clip, bro, and send it to me like, bro, this dude's so nice. Like, you got to come watch him. I go watch the game, and I'm like, dog, that clip. Bro, this one I knew, don't believe everything you see. I had a horrible game in high school one day. I remember I had a horrible game. Baller's Life was there, whatever. I had a horrible game. I think I had like 6 points, but I shot horrible. Dog, they made my clip look like I was dominating the game, bro. And I was like,
because they gotta use your name.
They gotta use. I was like, bro, this is false. Like, I played bad, and that's the day I was like, man, whatever they show, bro, they never gonna show the bad. So you can't do that.
That's interesting, bro. So, because I don't want to go too far off left, but when I was prepping for this, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm super. I take a lot of pride in being from the ag, bro.
Yeah.
And I take a lot of pride in people who come from here and what they accomplish, because you know, Dallas love to like leave us out of conversations. Like, and when our city is the one that achieves kind of the most groundbreaking stuff. And so I'm online, I search a name, boom, 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 and the stuff that came up was like the most discouraging stuff, bro. I'm like, what? How they talking about, bro? Like this, but I understand, like, this is media, and this is like, you know, and I was telling bro before we started, I'm like, man, like, how do y'all manage through all of that? Because I know some of it got to get to you, like, or you, not when I say get to you, I mean you see it. Not that it affects you.
Nah, for sure you gonna see some of this
like,
stuff.
bro, it's like, huh? How did you, what?
When I was younger, probably like 19, probably like 20, it might have done something to me, but today, like, I do not care, like, at all. Like, if you don't know me,
there it go.
If you ain't paying my bills, you ain't doing none of that, bro. Like, you have, what you say really don't affect me. Like, so if it's somebody in the street that says something about me, I'm like, words don't bother me, bro. And I think, like, my mother, if she would look at certain things, probably J-Bike too sometimes, but they'll look at some certain things and they might get them to react a certain type of way. But now, nah, bro. Because I remember when I was, I think, my third year or second year, my mom, she was like, yo, who is this guy that always writes bad stuff about you in the interviews and stuff like that? Because after the game, they always come and ask you.
Right.
She's like, who is this guy? And I was like, oh, yeah, I know who that is. And she was like, oh, I can't stand him. He writes like nothing but nasty stuff about you. And then I was like, all right. I was like, well, I'm not doing no media no more. I remember I ain't do media for I think like 2 months. And you get in trouble if you do that. The NBA requires you to like do the media. And one day they was like, yo, they would come to my locker, like, can we talk? I'm like, nah, not today, I gotta go. And then finally they was like, yo, they was like, hey, if you don't talk, the NBA is gonna fine you. So then that's when I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and speak. But I did that just for my mom, cause she reading all that stuff. Yeah, I don't want it to affect her. But that's something that she had to learn as well though. Like, yo, people gonna say what they want to say. And now, today, like that stuff don't affect me at all. Cause I've had people lie on my name. I've had people, say things that's not true.
Now I seen some stuff, bro, that like really broke my heart. I'm like, man, y'all don't even like what bro came from just to get to that point. Like that be the thing that be mind blowing to me, bro. Is like people who ain't never done nothing in their life. Like, bro, you ain't even make varsity. And you want to commentate on somebody who done took it to the highest level, bro. Like, that's insane.
That's why
to
I
me,
love
bro.
KD when he be responding.
Yeah, I love it
bro.
too,
Yeah,
bro.
it be funny to me.
Because why? You don't get to talk to me. What Shaq say? G14 clears, bro. You don't get to talk to me. No.
Nah, it's some stuff that I be wanting to say, but I be like, man, I ain't got time for it to go viral or whatever. I don't want it to do that, so I just be like, I ain't got time.
But what? And that goes back to when you said you ain't really a spotlight person. Because a lot of people would be like, on Rashad McCants type time, like I'm snapping back at everything, But what do you? Because it's hard to really have that type of bulletproof Teflon skin, playing at that level, playing in New York, bro. Like, what do you think from your upbringing that really gave you that bulletproof like?
Just being humble. I'm trying to stay humble. I think my mom and my faith. I think her instilling that in us. I think that's probably that's the best thing she could have done for me in my life. Because it's kept me grounded. And like just, how we just say people talk. If Jesus got talked about, I'm not Jesus, but I'm saying, like, he said it's going to happen to us. If we, if we follow him, things are going to come like that to where people going to talk about you, and you can't let that stuff, like, if you talking about me, I did something right in a way. And you know what I mean? I did something to get you pissed off. So that's just how I look at it. But the spotlight thing, that ain't never been me, bro. Like, if it's a full crowd, bro, I'd rather walk through the back doors. I don't seek attention. I don't like attention like that. That's stuff I leave to other people.
Yeah. What you bring up your faith, bro. That's a big thing that really had me and J Mike super close, because when we were playing on our AAU team, everybody was so different from us, and it was like, y'all from Arlington. Yeah, we not like, and that really got us super close, because we was like, we trying to walk this line, we trying to live this life. But what has your faith meant to you in the midst of like going to the highest of highs, having to take, a different route? Like, what has your faith done for you to manage all of that?
I mean, by all means, I'm not perfect, obviously. So, you make mistakes. I never sit here and be like, oh, I love. One thing about me is, regardless if I made a mistake or not, I know I love Christ. Like, that's where my thing is, like, the love that I have for him. And it's kept me grounded. But like, I think that's the main thing that I can say, really. It's kept me grounded, because I remember at one point, a lot of people don't know this, I wouldn't say I drifted away from it, but I wasn't as connected as I needed to be. At like 22, I was gonna retire. I was like, yo, I'm done with basketball.
Where were you at? Like,
I was in, where was I, Denver? Yeah, I was in
you were
Denver.
gonna retire?
I was like, yo, I don't want to play no more. I was like, and you get millions of dollars. This is what you worked for. You know what I mean? Like, I was.
You man retired?
Bro, I'm not lying. I talked to my mom. I was like, Mom, I didn't really talk to my brothers too much about it, but I talked to my mom about it. And I was like, Mom, I don't think I don't want to do this no more. Like, and what's crazy is you got the money, you got the fame, you got the cars, whatever you want. And this is to the question of the faith, like, but that was the thing that was missing. You get what I'm saying? Like, once I got back connected with him, with Christ, that's when I was like, all right, that stuff didn't matter no more. So it's kind of the opposite. You search for like the money, the fame, like you think that's the stuff that's gonna, you know, please you basically. You think, okay, when I got this, all right, I'm gonna be straight. But it was always something else. You feel me? Like I was like, ah, dang, I got this. It's not that. I want more. But after I got back grounded, my mom was actually like, yo, if you're gonna retire, okay. She was all right, but she was like, this, you need to think about this, that. And then for like 3 years, bro, I was playing in misery, to be honest with you.
In Denver?
Bro, I was playing in Denver. I was playing in misery, bro.
Love of the game gone.
Love of the game gone.
Right.
The politics was so, I wouldn't just say the politics, just life in general was so heightened for me, basically, is what I would say. And which, like, I'm a very strong individual. Nobody knew about it. Like, I dealt with it, but it's just like, basketball wasn't the same to me, bro. It wasn't the same. And then once COVID happened, I just started coming up here playing for fun, like, you know, just playing, and the love came back.
Yeah, it's funny how that work, bro.
Yeah.
I can relate to that on so many levels. Y'all know my pops. My pops was like on me early.
Yeah.
And when I got to junior college, by my second year, the love was gone. I had started making music by then, and it was like this new thing that I was good at, and the love of the game was gone. And it was because my relationship with my dad was so fractured that I associated the game with him, and so I couldn't enjoy it like I did when we was having runs at Lifetime and stuff like that. Like, bro, that was the most fun I ever had playing this game. Like, you know, and I was coaching an 11 and 12-year-old team at the YMCA.
Oh, wow.
They're terrible,
Yeah.
right? But it brought back my love for the game,
Yep.
bro. And I've always said the reason why I haven't coached is because I haven't seen kids who love the game the way we did when we was coming
I don't think
up,
you're gonna
bro.
find that like that no more, though.
Yeah, and maybe not. And I've only seen it in two places, bro. It's my niece who's in 7th grade. Like, she loves the game, bro.
Yeah.
Like, she went with me to my job. She's in the gym at the job. Then I took her to practice with me. She had practice and she go to her workout. And then when we came back to the house, she playing with the Nerf ball with my son. I'm like, oh, I know what that is.
Yeah.
That's how we was. Like, anywhere there's a round ball, we touching it.
Yep.
And so I haven't seen it often, bro. But it wasn't until like coaching and like Dad was like, dang, I love this game, bro. Like, this game did everything for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think a lot of people experience something like that where it's like, bro, I met my wife because of this game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, that type of stuff, bro. So, like, how do you, where would you say, like, your love for the game is right now?
Oh,
Like,
no,
when-
it's at an all-time high now.
Really?
Just because to kind of the question you asked before, it's like I play so freely now. When I say freely, I'm talking about with the mental mind of it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm at peace. Like, I don't care if I score 40 or if I score.
Well, that's easy to say when you were the MVP of the league.
And
last year.
I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, I don't identify myself with that stuff no more.
Right.
Like, so it's like that stuff is great, but it don't move me no more. I always tell people all the time, well, I tell some people, like, if I was to win let's say I just win 2 back-to-back championships, I win 3 MVP, whatever the case may be, like, it's great, it's cool, but I'm not really into the material things anymore. Put it that way. So that stuff don't move me as much no more.
Yeah.
Like,
What was that transitioning from, you know, being in the league to going to play professional, like, elsewhere?
Yeah.
Obviously, countries love us way more.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or y'all way more when y'all go play. The appreciation is there. Here, everything is so highly criticized.
Yes.
Everybody has an opinion versus like, oh wow, Emmanuel Mudiay is here and he's playing and we get to see him and enjoy the way he plays. Like, what has that transition been like? Like you said, your love of the game is at an all-time high.
Yeah, I mean, right now the past like 3 years, I went to Puerto Rico, and it's kind of to what you said, man. Like, they enjoy the fact that you come into their country, I guess you can say, because they're enjoying the fact that you're coming there and really putting on for that respective city or wherever it is that person is playing. And the love is real. I love playing where I'm playing right now, just because, like I said, I'm enjoying it. The fans are fun, and they just want to see good ball. And like you said, it's not, you're going to get criticized too, for sure, but it's not, I don't want to say it's coming from a good place, but it's just like, it don't, I can see why you feel that way. It's like they not attacking more so your character, they're attacking more so the game, like the actual game.
When you were still playing in the NBA, did it feel like they were attacking character sometimes? Because our media is like,
yeah, they definitely can do that, but I feel like they're trying to find what's wrong. It's not like they're not finding the good. They want, like, if something's good, they're gonna try to find, okay, there's got to be something that's bad, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Not just appreciating what you're seeing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I look at it. They just want a story.
Yeah. How, like you said, you about to turn 30, bro. Like, when you look back over your journey, like, how would, what do you think when you look back on it? And, do you have any things where you like, I would have went this way? Like, I always say, like, because of my love for music came so, like, strong, that was the reason why I didn't even try to play pro when the game had just slowed down for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
You
about?
figured
Like,
it out.
mentally, it was like, oh, there's like, everything is in slow-mo
Yeah.
now. And it's just like, I'm getting wherever I want, doing whatever I want. It had just happened. And I stopped playing at 22.
Dang.
And,
Young.
it's young, but it's like you said, you retired. You was
Yeah.
thinking about it. Like, we give the game so much for so long when we young. People don't realize, like, bro, at that point, it's like, I've been playing my whole life.
Yeah, you
like,
burnt out.
Yeah, that's, 20, forever of my life.
Yeah.
And so, I always been like, dang, I just wish I could have seen how good I could have gotten. Like, how, now that the game has just slowed down, how good could I have gotten? But I take that same type of viewpoint with, like, what I'm doing with music and this stuff like that. But, how do you feel about it?
What's the question? Like, you're saying, how do I feel about what exactly?
Like, where you at when you look back at your journey?
Like, would I change anything?
Anything, yeah. Would you shift anything? Would you move this way? Would you, know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't regret nothing.
Yeah, not a regret.
Yeah.
No, not a regret.
But would I there's a lot I would change, obviously, like, as far as, I mean, I ain't trying to be too spiritual, but, like, just being more focused on faith than, like, the other things that came with the outside. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like if I wasn't focused on, okay, if I get that, if I get this, that can be awards in basketball, that can be whatever the case may be. I think I would have changed my mindset. And I thought I had a good mindset, but you know what I mean? Everybody's gonna look at hindsight. When you look at your younger self, you're gonna be like, man, you could have done this different. And in Denver, I could have done a lot of things different too, I feel like, because I wasn't, my relationship with my coach was really, was friction. So I think I would have handled that situation a lot different than I would probably, like, today would be definitely a lot different. I would have handled different. But yeah, I mean, you live and you learn, but at the same time, you also need that stuff to happen to be the person that you are today. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I would have changed some stuff. Even like I said, man, I was a crash out sometimes. Like,
that's hard for me to imagine. I just don't remember seeing you play, you crashing out.
I mean,
now he was a crash out.
He's a crash. He's a loud crash out.
He is the crash out. Like Shane Mike is.
He was the loud crash out. He was a loud crash out. And bro, it's funny because everybody that knows me or people that know of me, or like you say, you know me, but it's like you haven't seen that side. It's like, that side was bad, bro. That side was bad. And maybe it's his fault.
No, speaking of, bro, when he gets to talking to himself right before he Jay, when you get to Jay, we good.
Yeah, man. So I think that's when, nah, for sure. It's grown though. It's grown. It's funny though, because that part of me definitely has subsided a lot. But it's the competitive nature. It's just so much that come with it, bro. That's just like, you don't want to. And I advise people, like, don't hold stuff in, bro. Because when you hold stuff in,
that's an explosion waiting to happen.
Yeah, it's an explosion for sure waiting to happen.
Yeah. So, all right, before we get up out of here, bro, man, I appreciate your story so much, and I appreciate everything you've accomplished and still accomplishing, bro.
Appreciate it.
Because if ain't nobody told you, bro, it matters and it inspires people, bro.
No, I
like
appreciate that.
You know, for people to come in here and see that, like to know where you started from, bro, to see that, like just something like that, bro, like that's like, man, bro, you know, a lot of people don't never know what that feels like. But before we get out of here, bro, what does the next 5-10 years look like? You know, what are some things you want to get into? Whether coaching, mentoring, training, like what you think?
Yeah, man. I mean, obviously, give back a lot for sure. Whether that's knowledge that I've gotten. I think for me more so is for the youth because the teaching is gone. Like I told you, bro. So the teaching is gone. Everybody wants to clickbait. Everybody wants to be that person on IG or TikTok, whatever the social media thing is that they're known for. But yeah, man, I think with especially the younger generation, me having kids now and stuff like that. So I think it's very important to set them straight with the path that they need to be on. And y'all helped me with that growing up, so I thank y'all for that too as well. Like for example, like at Rush Creek, like when I used to be outside playing, and Rush Creek was dangerous. It was a dangerous place. Like they had a lot of crime going on. And y'all never let me, I don't even know if you remember that. Y'all would be like, nah, you stay here, you stay on the court, you keep playing and stuff like that. But there was stuff be going on in the back, stuff being going on the side, whatever the case may
trap
be.
houses in there,
you know
bro.
what I mean?
People be thinking we be lying while we talk about Rush Creek, man.
And it's not, but people be thinking like, oh, we're from the hood, stuff like, nah, that's not how I'm looking at it. It's like, nah, don't get it twisted. Like some people that are from the hood or whatever, yes, it can form you.
Hold on, bro, I remember J. Mike used to be like, they don't know nothing, bro. I come from he used to be like, y'all think this is good? This ain't nothing.
It's nothing.
Oh, bro.
You talking about from Africa, right? Yeah. I be telling people that too,
He
man.
used to always say that. He's like, bro, this ain't nothing.
I be telling people, bro, if I take you to Africa right now for 2 days, you'll be ready to get back, bro. Right. And that's what they don't understand that, bro. They don't understand that. Over here, yeah, you hood, but you go back to the house, you get to sleep in your bed and stuff like that. Over there, it's not like that, bro. So I think the main thing is just like giving back, especially to the younger generation, bro.
Love that, bro. Last question, bro. Give me some, and it's just for the DFW, bro. Give me your top 5 DFW players of all time.
Oh, man. But
Jay, you got to get in on this, too.
Top 5?
Top 5. I give you my 5, because I go over this.
But how far are you going back?
We got to go to, what?
You going to the, 90s?
No, 2000.
Okay, 2000, got you.
2000.
Top 5? DFW. Okay, DFW is Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, Grand Prairie. Okay.
I give you my 1.
K got to be in there.
I don't know if K.
You don't count him because he left?
He ain't put enough work in here.
Okay, he left. Okay.
He ain't put enough work in.
Okay, so you're not looking at the name. So they had to go to school around here, basically, high school.
DFW, yeah.
Okay. Well, I got my number 1.
Who?
My number 1 is definitely Willie.
Willie
1 is my number 1.
Numero?
That's my number 1.
Bruh. Yeah.
He don't even know the impact he had on my life, bro, basketball wise. Willie. Hey, man, that list. Duncanville has some guys.
I got a number 2 for you, Byron Eaton.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
He be gang banging in the morning and then dropping 40 at night at Lincoln, bro.
Dang, bro.
So Willie,
LeBron
Byron
Nash. LeBron. See, I feel like you're gonna go kind of towards your time.
No, I can go y'all time too though.
Huh?
Cause I got Isaiah Austin.
Okay, Isaiah.
He top 5 to me too.
Isaiah's in there. I'm thinking I only got 2 right now. I got Willie, LeBron. I'll put Isaiah in there. I'm not counting myself.
Yeah, you gotta count yourself.
Okay, no, I'm saying I didn't know if I could count myself. Okay, of course I'm counting myself. So I got one more spot. Keith was a problem, bro.
Keith was a problem,
Keith was
bro.
a problem, bro.
Keith was a problem.
Keith was a
problem,
But I feel like
bro.
there's so much I'm leaving out, bro.
Not really. Not for real. Marcus Smart. Where's Marcus in there?
Marcus. But Marcus was a winner.
He was a winner.
He was a winner. I feel like I'm talking about like you got the crowd going.
Hey, is that team still the same if he'd have played in
No. Fly My Marcus?
Yeah.
No.
He's
everything to that.
Huh?
He's everything to that team.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he would have played in like DISD, you know what I'm saying? Because
Oh,
he
you
ain't
saying
really getting no bump. He ain't getting no bump in the area for real. He was up there with.
Does Julius count? Randall?
Nah, bro, he ain't getting no
playing
bump.
though.
But he ain't getting no bump down here. You know, I'm talking. That's
what I'm saying. That's why I said West DFW.
I guess I gotta be more.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
DFW.
people who got real bump.
Dallas, Fort Worth, bro.
Yes, bro. You and them ISDs, bro.
From basically Dunbar to like Duncanville,
yes,
throughout
bro.
that whole
thing.
yes.
DISD, Fort Worth
Okay.
ISD, AISD, MISD.
Then I'm sticking on. I got Willie. I got Zeke, Isaiah. I got LeBron, myself, and it might have to be Keith, bro.
Yeah, I like that. I
'Cause
like that. Jay, what you got?
Keith was.
I got one. I got bro. I got Willie. They won B.
Yeah.
I got Willie. So Willie. I'm gonna go with Chris Bosh.
I forgot CB.
That's why I said, are we
That's
going in the
02. That's
90s, early 2000s?
That's
okay.
That's 02.
Then
That's
that
02.
changed my list.
That's 02. Yeah, 40-0. Okay.
I'm gonna go see Brian Hopkins probably too.
Ooh,
That's what I'm missing a lot.
Oh yeah, you right, bro.
Horton brothers.
The Horton
The
brothers.
Horton brothers.
They was nice, but I don't know if they cracked top 5 though.
My fifth one.
You know who we did name? Marshall Henderson.
Mm.
I ought to throw a chair. In honor of Marshall Henderson. Wherever you at, bro, we gotta sit down.
What's old boy named Dennis? Is his name Dennis? His last name is Dennis. He went to Baylor, but he didn't. Nolan Dennis.
Ooh, at
Nolan
Richland. He went to
Nolan
Richland.
Dennis. There
Yeah.
you go. Nolan Dennis.
He was a problem
Nolan
too.
Dennis.
Ah man, DFW, bro, got so many like low key like. Yeah.
Isaiah was definitely ahead of his time, bro. And people don't notice, Isaiah got better after he couldn't play no more. That's what's scary.
Yeah, no, he's nasty.
With one eye, bro.
With one eye,
With
bro.
one eye.
With
I
one
remember
eye.
one day I closed my left eye, bro.
Tried
Or
to
left,
hoop?
whatever. And I said, I don't know how you're doing this, bro.
Yeah, nah, he's crazy,
That,
bro.
bro,
What he did with the limitations he had, like you said, the eye, bro, he can't see out one eye.
see, but
I ain't gonna lie, when we played them when they was in our district, bro, we was fine.
but see,
That's when he was a freshman though. He was young.
The
He was
thing,
just like,
the thing with Isaiah though,
But
bro,
bro, so
that
nice.
I think that's why people don't give him as much credit as they should is because our teams was always good, bro. So
Yeah.
like we always had like talent. If all of us went to an individual school, like I went to Summit, he stayed at Legacy, Jalon stayed at Timberview. We having a different
Yeah,
story.
everybody's averaging like
Hey, that's
30.
what I'm saying. Like you getting your own work. So the fact that we can't, nobody on our team ever averaged like more than 15.
Nah, that's not about it. That was the same with us at Langston. Nobody averaged
like I don't. So that's how I look at our situation. But yeah, Isaiah was, bro. He was the only person. You know, when you do the like 2-ball handling, he the only person that don't mess up. And he's 7 foot,
bro.
Everybody else is like kicking it off their leg. What I was like, bro, this dude he's different, bro.
That's crazy. Well, man, bro, it's legendary, man. I appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you, brother.
Come on, man, Agtown. Let's go.
Oh, you didn't say your 5.
I did. I said Willie.
But yeah.
I'm gonna go Willie. I'm gonna go Byron Eaton. I'm gonna go Zeke. I'm gonna go you, and I'm gonna go Keith.
Keith.
That's my 5.
Man, Keith, bro.
That's my 5.
Keith, bro.
Huh?
Hey, no,
People don't understand how cold, like, bruh.
Bro, Keith, bro, he would cross half, and the crowd before he shot at the crowd, ooh, I'll be like, oh my God.
Them
bro.
Kimball teams is different. I can't get at the
Perry
Perry.
Jones. He said, nah.
Perry ain't top. He not top 10. He not.
Why
he
y'all?
not-
He soft?
Who? Perry? Nah, he ain't soft now. But see, I don't think everybody thought Perry was the best one. Now Washburn was a muff. Hey, bro, look, 8th grade, Washburn taking off on boys like that. He came down the lane against us.
What?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
bro. Back man, it was
bro,
so much.
I'm thinking hard too right now.
Nah, bro, it was.
What's his name? What? Tony Mitchell, bro. He was.
Oh,
Tony Mitchell.
Oh, bro, yeah,
What
we
you
tripping,
mean?
bro. I ain't
Hey,
gonna lie.
Look, Donnie. Name top 5. Well, don't just 2000s. He gonna give you a whole different list though.
What's going on, bro?
Oh, this JJ, bro.
What's going
Oh,
on?
you on the
bro?
phone? Top 5.
DFW all
DFW
time.
all
team.
time.
All time.
Yeah,
But
from 2000.
No
From
90s.
2000.
No 90s.
We gonna go Chris Bosh.
Okay, he got Chris.
We gonna go 2000.
He gonna give you a whole different list, bro.
Andre Emmett.
Ooh.
We gonna go Darren Williams.
Oh, he's not. He's the colony. We say
if you had to get
DFW.
bumped in like DISD,
From
4
South Dallas
ISD.
to Fort Worth, basically.
Yeah,
and you pass
the
it through that whole-
Duncanville, Cedar
Yeah.
Hills, the Arlington School, like those.
Like
we
I
got
couldn't put
bumped there.
Julius or Marcus Smart in there.
Cause they was up there in the whole. That's football country. That's something else.
You say Andre?
Yeah.
I'll go Jason Maxill.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Marcus at Seagerville.
Yeah, bro, that list needs to get redone, bro.
I go LA over
Boss?
over Max Hill.
Okay.
And then I need some
Oh, we forgot Darrell.
You only got
Arthur.
2.
We forgot Darrell Arthur.
Oh my!
We forgot Darrell Arthur.
You gotta ask that question again, bro.
I'm gonna put E-Man in there. If I can sense 2000, E-Man in there.
Appreciate you.
I need that guards, man.
Willie Warren, bro. You people don't understand, bro.
Man, I have to.
I'm from Dallas.
Yeah,
He my numero uno. He like.
That's why
you
you
got
gonna-
Byron
that's why
Eaton.
you
I had
gonna
Byron
text
Eaton in my 5.
No, I'm gonna go Brian Hopkins.
Oh,
he said Brian Hopkins.
but Byron Eaton just got so much lore around him. Like